Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz, and it's a wonderful Monday. And what are we doing? We're shopping. We're shopping for player props. That's what we do here at Pick Dawgz. I'm gonna be looking at all the NBA games that's going on today and try to let you guys know how we can get some money in your pocket and profit. All right, now look, this is how the show goes. I come up with my player props. Then I head on over to the Sports Chat Place betting tools and I see if they're with me or against me. The Sports Chat Place betting tools are A1. They have everything lined up in player props for you guys. Everything lined up in stats, and they're letting you know if they're hitting at a 60% clip, 80% clip, all the way up to a 100% clip. So after you're done watching this video, head on over to the website, check it out, see what you guys like, and let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys are betting on today, man. What's your guys' best bet? What's your guys' dog that's going to be barking on the door trying to knock in and get in for the win? All right, first player prop that I like, I'm going to be looking at the Sacramento Kings. Yeah, man, we liked the beam on them yesterday out here in the crypto arena. Beat up on them Clippers, man. But who we taking in this one? I like De'Aaron Fox, man. I'm taking him over 23 points. He's hitting this at an 80% clip. Versus the Miami Heat, right? You got Terry Rozier as a game-time decision. This isn't the same Miami Heat that was based off of defense, you know? So I look for De'Aaron Fox to go over 23 points. This is the reason why, too. Earlier on in the season, he was hot, killing it, averaging probably about 27 on the season. Then his player prop was all the way up to 27.5 points. It dropped drastically, you know, within the last month and a half. So I'm gonna be taking them over 23 points in here. That's player prop number one. Player prop number two, I'm looking at the New York Knicks. I'm taking Jalen Brunson over 30 points, man, hitting at a 60% clip, taking on the Detroit Pistons. All right, I looked at it and I was like, earlier on in the year, he was at like 23, 24.5 points, you know. But I looked at the Knicks and I was like, who do they got? Nobody that's going to be taking these shots. Randall's hurt, you know, and the list goes on. They got rid of Barrett, their other scorer, and quickly. So, yeah, man, we're taking Jalen Brunson. We're taking him over 30 points in here, okay, hitting at a 60% clip. Player prop number three, same game, different team. I'm looking at the Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham. I'm taking him over 21 points, hitting at a 60% clip. I'm taking him over 3.5 rebounds, hitting at a 100% clip. I'm taking him out 7.5 assists, hitting at a 60% clip. It's my Cade Cunningham trifecta, folks. We're running it out. Let's go ahead and get it, man. All right, next player prop that I like, Toronto Raptors taking on the Indiana Pacers. Going to be a good game, fast pace, okay? You got the Indiana Pacers playing on the back-to-back. Who you like in this spot? RJ Barrett. I'm taking them over 20 points, okay? It's me versus the betting tools. They like the under. I like the over. I really like the way that this guy can play the game. You know, he's not one of those guys that's going to go for 40 points in the game, but he's a consistent scorer out there. Then I'm going to be looking at him over his rebound prop. I'm taking him over 5.5 rebounds, man. I like the way that he was around the ball, too. You know, he's kind of like a Jason Tatum, Michael Porter Jr. type frame player to where, hey, man, when they're out there, man, they can rebound for you, okay? Last thing that I'm going to say about this game. RJ Barrett probably has some type of player incentives to where, you know, if he scores an amount of points per year, you know, it might be good for his contract. I think he's going to go out and try to, you know, really up his points in these last couple of months left of the NBA season, too. All right. Next game that I like, the Miami Heat taking on my team, the Sacramento Kings. I'm taking Bam Adebayo. I'm taking him over 21 points, hitting at a 60% clip. I'm taking him over 10.5 rebounds, hitting at a 60% clip. I'm taking him over 3.5 assists, hitting at a 60% clip. My Bam Adebayo trifecta. Now, listen, the reason why. Whenever you're playing the Sacramento Kings, a big man, you can flourish on there. Domantas Sabonis is as advertised, but he's not on defense, okay? On top of it, Jimmy Buckets might be questionable for this game. So, you know, Bam Adebayo is a guy that can do it all, you know, kind of like a Domantas Sabonis to where he can assist, he can rebound, he can score. So, I actually like him in all of those too, okay? Next player prop that I like, Detroit Pistons. I'm looking at Asar Thompson over 5.5 rebounds, hitting at a 60% clip. Earlier on in the year, man, he was averaging like 7.5, 8 rebounds easy. Think he's going to get back to that in this form, okay? Speaking of this form, how can we go against him? Sacramento Kings, Domantas Sabonis, over 19.5 points. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, he's been putting up buckets galore. And he's playing on the back to get back against the Miami Heat. And for the Kings to win, they need these two players to do good. De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. Everybody else, it don't matter. If them dudes ain't giving you what they need in all-star points, Kings ain't going to win. All right, last player prop in the NBA that I like. Same game, different team. I'm taking Tyler Hero over 21 points, hitting at a 60% clip. I'm taking Tyler Hero over 4.5 assists, hitting at a 60% clip. All right, now look, man. That's my 60-60 club right there, man. A lot of props that we like in the NBA sitting at a 60% clip. Let's slide on over to the ice. Okay, we was hot. Yesterday, we hit with Thompson. Cashed it. We hit with Bedard. We cashed it. Let's give you guys 3 player props that I like in this one. I'm looking at Adrian Kemp. I'm taking him over 3.5 shots on goal. Look, hear me out. He's taking on the Edmonton Oilers, man. Last couple of games, going for 5, 7, 2, 5, and 3. Hitting this at a what? 60% clip. 60% clip adds up to 3 out of his last 5 times he played this prop. He came out on top. Then I'm looking at my guy, Connor McDavid, man. I'm taking him over 3.5 shots on goal. It's me versus the Ben Tours. They like the under. I like the over. The last month and a half, he's been a little bit slow. Going for 2, 6, 4 in his last 3 games. But, you know, playing against the LA Kings, I think it's going to be a game, though, where he can flourish and go for at least 4 or 5 shots on goal. Last player prop that I'm looking at. All right. Washington Capitals. Who we looking at? I'm looking at Alex Ovechkin, man. I'm taking him over his 3.5 shots on goal, okay? Look, hear me out, man. His last 3 games, he hit this at 100% clip. Going for 4, 6, and 5. I remember it was one game, I think, earlier on this year. He had like 12 shots on goal. Now, look, man, if you guys want to see what I'm betting on this week, we got a lot going on for UFC. So head on over to the site later on and see what we got cooking up for you in MMA this week, okay? All right, now it's time for the recap time. We're taking Fox over 23, Brunson over 30, Cade over 21 points, Cade over 3.5 rebounds, Cade over 7.5 assists, Barrett over 20 points, Barrett over 5.5 rebounds, Bama Bio over 20 points, Bama Bio over 10.5 rebounds, Bama Bio over 3.5 assists, Thompson over 5.5 rebounds, Sabonis over 19.5, Hero over 21 points, Hero over 4.5 assists. On the ice, Kemp over 3.5 shots on goal. McDavid over 3.5 shots on goal. Ovechkin over 3.5 shots on goal. Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz. If you can't roll with the Pick Dawgz, stay on the porch. Because we prop shop.